Hello everybody and welcome to another video. This is not a live stream, but it's my first 4K video shot on this little thing which I just picked up in a shop here in Shibuya. So I decided to take it for a little test walk in this harsh midday light without any ND filter or anything. So this is just the standard settings. I haven't changed anything, just the default settings. Footage coming straight out of the camera. So yeah, let's do a little Shibuya midday tour. If I can just... There we go. Okay, let's go. So I'll start here on this pedestrian bridge and head down to Shibuya Crossing. I'm currently next to the Miyashita Park. I will be quiet for most of the video, but I just want to kind of test and see how the built-in mics are picking up my voice. I'm not using the external mic now, so this is just the default built-in mic that I'm using. One thing I can say, as someone coming from, I've only used both the first generation and second generation Osmo Pockets. This third generation is much chunkier and feels so much better built. Like this feels like a serious tool compared to the previous ones. I like it. Of course, it's quite a bit heavier as well and slightly bulkier, but yeah, it's so much nicer in the hand. I probably should have used some ND filter if I'm serious about shooting in this kind of light, because it's very, very bright, but the ND filter pack was not available yet, so I couldn't pick that up today, but I've ordered it and we'll get it as soon as it starts shipping. I guess it's some PR event for Samsung. Join the flip side. Another big difference from the previous generation is of course the screen. It has this tilting, rotating screen, and it's just so much bigger, and it's also very nice and bright. Even though it's pretty harsh sunlight, I can easily see what I'm shooting, so big upgrade there. I have a pretty bouncy walking style by default, and I'm not really putting any effort into walking more carefully or anything right now, so I'm not sure if it's picking up a bit of motion up down. I could probably work a little bit on my walking style if I want to reduce that. Halloween is coming up, and as I'm sure most of you have already heard, Shibuya is really putting effort into preventing people from celebrating Halloween here this year. It's going to be interesting to see if they are any successful with this campaign. And here we are, of course, Shibuya Crossing. I'm not using the extra wide-angle lens. This is the default lens, the built-in lens only. So it came with this attachment lens that I can use to get an even wider view, but that also distorts the image a little bit. So I'm not too fond of using those. It has a 20mm equivalent lens, which is plenty wide, I think. It's a pretty nice field of vision for this kind of videos. Now I'm quickly trying to decide on the spot which route to go. I think I'll go just one block down here on Center Guy, and then I will turn up and head towards Meiji Dori. actually changed my mind. I think I will head up to Yoyogi Park and then walk Omotesando up to Omotesando station and wrap things up there. That would be a nice little introductory video from this little camera. It's a little bit of wind now, so it's going to be interesting to see if the camera picks up that wind noise or if it manages to filter it out. It should have pretty decent audio quality and some noise reduction capabilities built in, I think. I would say the image quality and the colors on the rear screen looks really nice. Not sure how representative that is for the actual video, but I really like the default color tuning that I see here on the rear screen. Not sure why everybody's queuing up for this place. They must have really delicious pancakes. Looks like NHK is getting a pretty major renovation or redevelopment. Wow. I'm recording this on October 26th, 2023, and as you can see, some of the leaves here in Tokyo are starting to change colors, even though we're still pretty far from peak autumn here in the Tokyo area. Been shooting for 20 minutes now, and it starts to get a little bit tiring, so now I just switched hands for a while. It is not, I mean, it's better than the previous version, but it's still kind of it has a bit of an awkward shape to hold for like extended periods of time. It came with this extended battery grip, so I think that might actually make it a bit more comfortable, because it's a bit too short now. My bottom two fingers don't really have anything to hold on to. So basically it's like, yeah, all the weight is on my middle and second finger. This spot should be a pretty good test for the dynamic range with the hard shadows, bright sunlights, and the patterns of the shadows on the ground. Again, here on the rear screen it looks really nice. Doesn't seem like the highlights are clipping as far as I can tell. Wind is picking up again. If the mics are able to filter this wind noise out, I think it's really impressive, because it's quite strong right now. It's the kind of wind that my iPhone would definitely have a bit of struggle with. About to enter Yoyogi Park. I always like the view, this view here, with the trees and the Shibuya skyline. Might even make it the video thumbnail, who knows? This direction we have Yoyogi Hachiman and Yoyogi even further. And this direction is towards the center of Tokyo, so Omotesando, Roppongi, and everything else is further down this way. Let's go and check out the view from here. And of course Shinjuku is just straight ahead of us. Let's head down to the park. This is also a nice view. Okay. Let's see how good it is at close-ups. Not sure how close it will focus, but this looks like it's out of focus. This looks nice and sharp. And of course, 1-inch sensor means that we do get a little bit of nice background blur when we're doing close-ups like that. That's also a big difference from the previous generation, which had a tiny sensor and where basically everything was just sharp all the time. It's funny because actually when they released the first generation Osmo Pocket, which was like a tool I used quite a lot when I started out my YouTube channel. And back then I was like, I really hope that one day they will make a version with a 1-inch sensor. Then a couple of years later they released the second generation and it had a bigger sensor, but still pretty small one. and I was very disappointed. I was still hoping like, oh, maybe they will release like a Osmo Pocket Pro or something with a 1-inch sensor. But no, we had to wait all the way until 2023 before we finally got this one. But yeah, as soon as I saw the announcement, I was like, okay, I'll just have to pick it up. And again, now I've been recording for 30 minutes with it, and yeah, first impressions are really good. Of course, it's difficult to say anything before I've actually watched the footage, but at least it feels like a really nice device. Really high quality, premium, well designed tool. And by the way, this is not a sponsored video. I wish it was. If anyone from DJI is watching, feel free to reach out to me. But no, I bought this for my own hard-earned money, and it was 96,800 yen, I believe I paid for it here in Tokyo. So you can convert that to your currency of choice. But considering what it can do, I think it's quite reasonably priced, at least for someone who actually makes some money back from the content I create. It's quite easy to justify. Now we are soon leaving the park and arriving at the Harajuku station. Don't know if you can hear the helicopter hovering in the sky here. Getting warm. It's almost November, but still 23 degrees here in Tokyo. Oh, it sounds like someone's having a party. Lots of cute kids here taking photos for Shichigo-san. So, question now is, do we head down Takeshita Dori or just Omotesando? No, I think I'll do the little detour through Takeshita Dori and Cat Street and just do the final part of Omotesando. The battery was like 50% charged out of the box. I did have lunch and plugged it into a mobile battery, and it charged up to like 80% really quickly before I started shooting this video. Now it looks like there's still more than half of the battery left, so battery life should also be an improvement compared to the previous generation. And again, I bought the Creator Combo, so it comes with this extra battery handle, which further extends the recording time if I need that. So I don't think I will have any battery concerns with this, which is very important. Because apparently you can't charge it while filming. At least that's what it sounded like when I was reading up a little bit on it. But I need to double check that and make sure what actually happens if you plug it in while recording. So Harajuku station here.
お土産屋さんみたいな。
現在地が覚えてる。
I can feel that it's getting a little bit warm to the touch, but that also feels less pronounced than what it used to be like on the previous generations. Those could get really hot. This one doesn't feel so bad. It's not uncomfortable or anything, but it's a little bit warm, that's all. Also plenty of problematic music here and there during this walk, so it's gonna be very interesting to see if I need to mute some parts of this video or if it's gonna be okay. There was someone filming with the previous generation.
His masks weren't so horrible.
Dash across Meiji Dori. So that was Takeshita Dori, Takeshita Street. Always crowded and a generally quite unpleasant place. Now we're coming down to Cat Street, which is one of the nicer streets here in the Harajuku area. We're still a few blocks away, but yeah. Now we're down at Cat Street. Strongly backlit Cat Street, I should add. Getting the sun in my eyes. So I was just planning to make this a very quick and brief test walk, but looks like it's gonna end up being about an hour long, so quite a bit longer than I initially had planned. But it's fun to shoot with this. It's yeah, the bigger screen makes such a big difference. You can actually be a bit more conscious about composition right now, when you can actually see what you're capturing, and you can see the whole frame. The previous version had such a tiny screen, and it was like a square sized, so you could choose either to have like letterboxing, but then it got super tiny, but you could see the whole frame, or you could get it like cropped, so it just showed the middle of the frame, which I believe is the setting I was mostly using, because otherwise it just got so tiny you couldn't see anything. But yeah, this is super nice. The screen, it feels at least twice as big, if not more. So quite a significant difference. I guess I have to go up here and give you the overhead, or like the bird's eye perspective. Such a nice view from this bridge.
La pulizia, la pulizia. Non si può spiegare. Non si può spiegare. La pulizia vuol dire fare una cosa semplice, sale pulito, senza metterci i Dori come queste cose qua. Infatti nella pubblicità che star meglio. Che arriva una pulizia così in cima. Se deve arrivare.
Okay, let's continue.
Nampak Nihon.
Reflection reveal. I'm not gonna bother explaining where we came from. This is nice. I like this star up there. Haven't noticed that before. Anyway, this walk, the areas that I passed through here today, should be super familiar to anyone who's a regular viewer of my channel, so I don't think it needs any description. Of course, if you're a new viewer, then thanks for tuning in. Then you can easily find my other videos on my channel. If you want to familiarize yourself more with this area and this neighborhood, or of course any of the other parts of Tokyo that I've been walking through during my 3+ years as a professional Tokyo walker. Passing the Church of Steve Jobs. And we're at Omotesando station. So I just head down to the big crossing, another 100 meters away, and that's where I will wave goodbye to you today. I'm super excited to go back home and actually see what this footage looks like on my computer. My expectations are pretty high. This street corner has changed. I'm pretty sure it didn't used to look like this. There was a small shrine, but I think it was more hidden. Tokyo always evolves. So here's one of the entrances. I will cross the street here and enter from the other side. Okay, so that's it for today's walk. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all soon again in the next one. Bye bye. Hejdå. Auf Wiedersehen und Matane. Tschüss.